Hope you all didn't go too far because we are back for the main event of Zonebreakers Online number 55. And we are here for the debut of the DNF Duel bracket. Got Dogi Sandwich back again, and this time I am joined by Coach as we walk you through our action tonight. Coach, how you doing, homie?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm no Lupe's Lounge, but I'm gonna do my best to fill those big shoes of his. And
Hey,
jump on the commentary here for DNF Duel. Like you said, it's our first bracket. You know, last tournament we had a little exhibition to kind of whet our appetites a little bit, but now we get to eat this week.
and hopefully we get a pretty good meal. Looks like we already have the bracket underway because we had a pretty tight exhibition, went all the way down to the wire. So we're gonna be starting in round 2 of the winners bracket. We're gonna have one of the hallmark names of Zebo, Pun and Done, gonna be stepping up against what I'm pretty sure is a newcomer around here. I don't even know.
Yeah, Pun, like you said, is like it's been a mainstay in several games, and definitely always glad to have them around. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. So it'll be interesting to see what they got. I imagine they, joined specifically because they were interested in the DNF Duel tournament.
Probably trying to make sure they stay sharp on this evening when many people are over in Vegas right now. And I mean, I can't even front about what I'm looking at right here. I'm not surprised that Punch plays Vanguard, but like, all right, who plays this character?
Definitely a rare one, and not one you can have come up in pretty much any conversations, whether it's like good characters or bad ones. He's just kind of there. We're already starting out with striker things. We got a nice little combo to the corner, and while they don't got the mana locked up, we get to the point where the block strings will start being really relevant because that's what this character drives off of.
Ooh. Nice little roll to try to slide in there, but Punch with the defense, making sure to keep IDEC in check. I was thinking about that. It's like I'm not going through that whole name. Yeah, we're seeing the powerful range of Vanguard right now.
Nice conversions.
Woof!
Got you moving.
Right. Got a button as well since that was a counter hit, and that's going to be Puns getting the first round here.
That was definitely a critical hit after that combo because Striker was an awakening, and that's a one touch right there.
Got the approach. Nice dive. Pun. It's pretty sharp. Hasn't been ran over just yet. Going the normal zoning. A little off the mark, but able to retreat and get away from don't know. There's a throw.
Mm-hmm. Yep, using that guard cancel to kill the pressure and get the corner. But now we've switched sides, and Pun's is making full use of that space. Conversion combo. Right.
And I like that for the setup after the fact, not trying to play at range 0. Using the prowess of Vanguard to stay out of Striker's range, but don't know, able to find their way in after the fact, get the lead. In Awakening, by the way, so this is going to hurt more than usual. In fact, it's going to be the round.
Yeah, Striker is what most people would put in their realm of characters that you want to be careful about putting into Awakening specifically.
All right. Raises the minimal damage on all of her attacks, which roughly translates to she hurts more. The other thing I was going to get just flat out increases the damage as well. So she hurts.
Yep. All right, nice little guard cancel to push off Vanguard. So that's a thing about Striker's DP, even though we didn't see it right there, is that she's able to cancel it in the other moves. So she is very much inclined to just make you want to block it. But I guess IDEC was not ready for the follow-up.
Didn't know what to do afterwards. Didn't know what was going to happen. So lost a lot of life in just an Awakening, though. So has the comeback potential.
Little combo drop there. giving Pun another chance at life, which they take full advantage of.
Quite literally getting some space, using the conversion to stay safe, and getting the first game. Something that we didn't point out in the beginning, mostly because we didn't know. I guess this is on me since I was kind of driving. 3 out of 5 throughout the entire set. So Fun's gonna need 2 more to make it to winner's finals. Winner's semis. Winner's semis? Winner's finals. I had it right the first time. I'm second guessing myself. I can't count.
Right. Yeah, Pun is making excellent use of Vanguard's range and is playing around IDEX movement pretty well for the most part.
And dipping a little too far is going to put our deck into Awakening, so this is a chance for a comeback. Got to hit the combos, though. And it's really unfortunate that it was a drop that left him in the corner, so Funge is going to have a lot of real estate to work with, just has to defend a little bit. Getting tagged with a tick throw, but no real harm, and most importantly, has the space to work with. Using the conversion just to check any movement, and is able to stop the dash. And quick 5AA is what we say here in the first round of game 2.
We're not seeing a lot more dive kick coming from IDEX, given what Vanguard does and just how it functions in general.
Yeah. Could be afraid of just going up in the skies in general.
Yeah, that is fair.
Could be like trying to get into a range to where, and this is kind of a fault to a degree, trying to get into a range where the dive kick is going to make contact instead of just trying to use it for movement. And that's a range I don't think Striker can get into at all. There's one there, though.
The mark perfectly. We got the coast-to-coast combo. Hopefully no drops.
Oh, you get the throw as well for the Oki. 2 scoops. Push Vanguard into Awakening, but not going to get to see any kind of use out of it. 1 fell swoop. I don't even know how they came back.
Okay, that's a nice little trade of the DP, and IDEX takes advantage, but it's soon met with some range.
And that's got to be a really obnoxious thing to happen. You see Vanguard, you see Pun's guard canceling down into exhaust, but immediately after the fact, he's still willing to press and defend the space. I dare you. We were talking about striker dive kicks. Vanguard got one of his own. That's been working very well for Punch throughout the set so far. There's a big DP.
There's a dive kick, and we're seeing that intensity gradually rise. And, you know, they haven't been afraid to use it in, like, pressure and up-close situations for sure.
Right. As obnoxious and as detrimental as it's probably felt to don't know, playing striker pretty much how you would assume on paper, where it's been really reserved at the range and been getting beat up for it sometimes, like not trying to take the risk like we're saying, but when they get in, they've been making it count.
For sure. All right, both players getting up, take some space.
Oh.
Yeah, Buzz has gotten so much mileage out of those neutral jumps, just catching a lot of IDEX forward movement.
Getting the side switch with it that time, but wasn't ready for the guard cancel to come out. So a little bit of space, but that space that IDEX is going to have to make up. Punch not giving it up for free with the staggers, range staggers, half screen staggers.
Guard cancel just to make it stop, and the DP whiffed.
Done and done. Like I was questioning Vanguard, but again, if there is a person around here that can make Vanguard look really good, this is the kind of person that would do it.
Yeah, doing really well so far.
Just like you said in the first round, making good with the dive, making good with the neutral zone. Hey.
Yeah, that time was scouting out with neutral jump again. DP followed, but again, nothing devastating behind it. So Pun is just back to business as usual.
Back there, say he would gladly take the meter that you get for losing that chunk of health right there.
Yeah, it's funny how that works out in this game.
Not trying to move from range again. Punz is able to strike IDEC down, get his second game up 2-1 now. We go into game 4. Wide start. Holding down the block. Can't come in for free. Fact is going to cost half your life.
IDEC using that conversion to pull on a little block screen there. Cancels the DP successfully.
But was reaching a little too far. Too far for Punch's life. Fade away.
Epic, yeah, still checking his face below him.
Stuck in the corner, so this is a chance for IDEC. For DP, nothing there. Chopped in the dome piece, though. Punch only needing one more to move on to winner's finals. Check with the 5A.
Yeah, IDEC typically only has one way in, and that's straight from the ground. You're not really seeing them use the air like to approach it at all.
Right.
And so Punz definitely has a huge comfort level. You know, just swinging. Like the worst thing that'll happen is the DP, and we haven't seen like anything devastating happen as a result of it. So again, it's not really a huge deterrence from what Punz wants to do. And this might be.
Finally an opportunity in this round. IDEC needs it. With the instant overhead.
Looking good out there. And like you harped on before, yeah, once IDEC gets that opportunity with Striker, you know, they're very reluctant to let it go. So that's like the big part of their game and why they've been able to hang in to the degree they have been.
Has also turned into the downfall, though, not willing to relent, but left a little too much space. The neutral jump rears its head again as Punch takes to the skies, gets a big conversion, and gets the final round. 3-1, and gonna be moving on to winner's finals.
Yeah, I felt a lot of Pun's game plan was just a lot due to the fact that IDEC just wants to approach from the ground, you know, go into the slide, go into the roll. And so a lot of that got checked by neutral jumps and just mid-range swinging. And so, you know, like there was no high up dive kicks just to check buttons or other stuff like that.
Right. No dive kicks from the range. There was a few times that there was a check for the Vanguard dive kick, as I'm saying it is right now, with the DP, but as was pointed out, I think there was only like one conversion from a DP, maybe two. It wasn't enough to stop Punch from doing it.
Yeah. That was like their main way they got any successes when they called out the DP. And then, like you said, it's just there was no big conversion enough to make it really count throughout the set.
I'm trying to clean my glasses a little bit so I can see who we got up next in the bracket. Looks like we're going to be sliding over to our second winner semis match. Oh, Skimmy? Okay, Skimmy. I like Skimmy. At least okay. Gonna be squaring off against the one, the only, the Heartbreak Kid Man. Better known as HBK Man. Now I looked at the bracket and I saw that HBK Man was playing DNF. I don't even all right, good. I'm glad I don't even have to stress this out. I was like, there's one character in this game that if HBK Man isn't playing, I'm going directly to Discord and I'm asking questions. I see the avatar. I'm pretty sure I don't need to ask.
I already know.
Yeah, the resident Yang Chie player from BB Tag. If only there was a female character that just throws hands in DNF, like that would be the perfect character. And then we're gonna get in there, and he's gonna be like, I don't know, grappler player. I guess I would still technically fit the bill. Be like a ranger player. That would be a curveball.
Mm. And not skimmy. Are they in Blah's Blue usually, or are they new? What do you think?
New.
Okay.
Well, at the least they're not in the BB tag realm. Not anybody from the old Grand Blue days. So if they've been around, they would have to be a Tekken player, as far as I know.
Okay. Yeah. It's like I used to think to ask because I don't keep up with like who all enters like BB tag. So.
Right. Been a lot of people. That's why it's been the mainstay for ye old Zebo. And we've already had all of our BB tag tonight, trying to get in with this DNF duel and see what's happening. I see a ranger stepping up to the sticks. Hold up.
Okay.
You know that the avatars might be lying out there, so we're gonna have to wait a second. Could be in for a shootout.
You'll see if the avatars gave it. Yeah. Okay. It looks like the avatars lined up. So Ranger being like an interesting character in that his normals are just the actual projectiles themselves.
Right. It's a fairly, I don't want to say a fairly common thing, but it's a decently common thing in this game, which is something that really threw people off when they looked at it. Because there's not too many games out there that have a concept like that, where what you would expect to be your specials, maybe your EX moves, are literally normals for many characters.
Yeah, that is true. All right, we already at the shootout there. Okay, Corral out here.
Ooh, but was trying to put on some pressure with the 2H. Not really advised by HBK Man, who's able to slide into the corner.
Catches those ankles. And got the exhausted, but everything's still looking good.
He doesn't look tired at all out there. Trying to wait for the DP, but the delayed DP makes a little bit of space for OK. Not too much, though. Using the guns to get out and walking away, tagging on a couple more shots.
All right, got some conversions going. Things are looking a little better for Oxen.
It's gonna be scary to get hit though, because put HBK Man all the way down into Awakening. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much because at that point any hit's gonna do it, but just not really able to get away.
It's like even if you block that, you know, they had 100 meters to stop the block streak.
Right.
Big conversion for Oxen.
Set up into the grenade as well. Grenade is in the JH. Gotta be a little articulate with that, since we've had a couple of launchers around here. The launchers is literally her sweep. I love making that point out. It's like what we were saying earlier. That's just a really odd thing to think about.
All right, just keeping that mid screen as busy as possible. Does not want to deal with Awakening Striker in any capacity if it can be helped.
I can't get in. Oh, we got in. Hold on. Wait a second. Double overhead, but didn't get anything from the J. This is huge, though. Could very well just be the whole round.
Yep. That.
Take one more look. Oh, and the DP conversion from the DP. Well, confirmation from the DP.
Speaking of DPs,
right? And it was kind of scary because HBK Man was looking for it a little bit earlier, couldn't find it, but in the time of need, okay, with the DP to get out of the second round, gonna possibly need it because here comes HBK Man in the start of round 3. But again, relieving the pressure and looking for the retaliation, nothing there. Ooh,
getting a lot of mileage out of that shoulder.
I think this is good too. And HBK Man has been really prone for ending these combos, leaving OK out of the corner to allow for a cross up. Ready for it. USA. USA.
Yep, as long as you can react, it works out.
Every time.
All All right, one on the board for HBK man. Not a way to start. Yeah.
Ready for the dive kick, but didn't expect to have anything lurking behind it. But okay, able to make some space with the DP.
Going on that block string. I got the guard bar halfway and I whiff DP.
Yeah, didn't get like a really big conversion, but will gladly take the setup, especially for the space. And I like the idea of walking forward not too far because it leaves more room to back up in a time of need. Gotta be careful with the 2 H's. HBK man trying to thread the needle on the way in. Got shot out of the sky. Just looking for the dive kick, but okay. Ready for it.
HBK making their way in. Ooh, the whiff throw.
That's
yeah.
I don't even need to finish this. Well, doesn't have any more meters, so needs to take one more guess, step up, and a pretty reasonable thing to look for at that point, especially with the whip throw earlier, like you said. Could have still been lurking on OK Skimmy's mind, didn't want to try to tech there again.
Finds the gap in the string, gets the DP, and now Striker's doing Striker things. And guard bar looking, yeah, it's looking real sensitive though.
I will give OK Skimmy some credit though. Blocked the double overhead that time, and that allowed them to hang through the string. It got really scary with the guard meter, like you said, but they were able to weather the storm. Now this one, on the other hand.
Speaking of threading the needle.
Aye! With kick to the midsection.
Yeah, those resets are definitely not working in Oximi's favor because Striker's just gonna go ahead and try to work her way right back in.
She has found the key. She is in again. Gets ejected by a DP. HBK man stopped looking for him at this point. Wanted to try to close out the round. So this is the chance. Guard meter getting low. And there was a big enough gap for a DP to come rearing its head through the string. HBK man taking a second. And I want to believe that if Oxgimmy was able to hold on to that, that would have been an equalizer. Because far away from the guard cancel at that point.
All right. And then with that shoulder check, Iron Mountain Wing, as it's called in some circles.
Hey, man, they don't know about that. Hold on. Ooh. Didn't want to try to challenge the Tatsu after the fact, so just ejecting. I like the idea, because even though, we could have run around at that point, could have lost it too if things turned out bad. So still gets another chance, but is under assault.
Mm-hmm. Now doesn't have the 100 meter to guard gauge, the guard cancel, excuse me, and luckily they didn't need it.
One was more than enough for the Oxymon to get out of the first round, but gotten one round before, we need 2. I dare say HBK man should have let that one go just to allow Oxymon to put themselves on the corner, but working out good for a second until the DP came out. It's kind of crazy. Full conversion.
Yep, that was really good conversion.
There's another one. So the pressure looks low.
Ooh.
That was a solid.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oximi putting themselves on the board.
We trying to see some more of that. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, girl.
BK just coming in through the front door. The guy got popped in the mouth.
But is in again, this time with no resistance. Staggering, trying to see if there's any buttons. Nothing doing just yet. Good roll.
Yeah, definitely the escape Oximi needed.
But was a little too close to try to pull the gun there. Able to get down in DP to get some space. Gets the 2C. Catches something out of HBK, man. So this is going to be pretty huge. And is still pouring on the pressure. Doesn't want to go too far. Gets a conversion with the grenade.
Yeah, it's just got the roll with a throw, and it was just like everything was perfect. What a conversion.
And was bold enough to step in, meet HBK Man at the line, get another throw. Oxgemy is woke and ready, getting back into this one. But as soon as I start running my mouth, who comes raining over the top? But HBK Man with another dive.
Trying to force that guard cancel out of Oxgemy, and while it worked, Oxgemy is the one who ended up walking away the winner from that situation.
Yeah, it's like you dare say, well, I'm pretty sure this is the thing that like DNF players would know, but you would dare say that Ranger has a really good card cancel for a situation like that. Because I mean, not only do you push somebody off, they're still in your effective range.
Makes sense.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was going a little tragic for HBK, man, but looks like they got to live a little bit.
Yeah. Like, technically speaking, it was tragic, just, you know, delaying the inevitable. Able to skirt away for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we find ourselves locked up 2 apiece, trying to see who is going to meet Puns and winners final.
Catches the gunshot. Got the corner conversion. What we got next?
I like.
I think Oxgemy's betting like 100 on that on that slide.
Yeah, it was got them in trouble in the first game or 2, but as of late, it's been doing very well. Gonna need something to try to get away from this trading with a DP. HBK Man still in there, wasn't looking for the guard cancel, so this is space for Oxgemy. Again, guard cancel into immediate buttons to check any movement, but missed the super. And I think HBK Man just, yo. Yeah, I hate to see it. Put this thing.
Take a sip of this drink real quick. Not this animation player.
If only they had the drink on the right. Now, Oxgemy match point DP for the anti-air. The trade, but it's the trade they'll gladly take, especially getting yet another slide for the starter. Throwing the guns out, don't have it. So just in exhaustion, just runs in and gets a throw. Oh, jeez. HBK Man's got some life back, but
I was like, this one hit can change everything, and here he goes.
But another block on the double overhead is keeping Oxgemy in it for now. HBK Man blocks the 2A afterwards and is trying to press in and got gunned down.
Oxgemy was not Oxgemy, but HBK Man was definitely pretty fearful of the gunshot reprisal there. And then it was a rare, opportunity, rare chance where they just wouldn't didn't move. So
didn't move, couldn't move, especially getting filled full of lead. Oxgemy was down 0-2, able to bring this back 3 straight, and is going to be able to see Puns and winners finals. Kind of wondering where we're going to go with that.
I don't know.
It's looking like that's what's going to be our next match. That being said, we got a little bit of a break. As you can tell, we're trying to stretch, so it's time to let people know that it's still going down. A Matcherino crowdfunded event. ! Matcherino in the chat. Will pull up the links. You already know what the deal with this is. You can get involved. You can add money to the pot. Log in with your favorite social media, and I actually was taking the time to look at this. You can log in with your battle.net. You can log in with your line. You're probably going to log in with your Twitter. Sponsor requests are over on the side. Got a couple seconds that you can follow some people, check out some pages. I don't think they have anything too crazy this time around, but all of those will add a little bit of money to the pot. Feeling generous. As always, you ain't got to do this one. We appreciate it if you do this. The players appreciate it if you just do this one. You ain't got to do this one. You could donate your own money to the pot. All proceeds from the matcherino. I don't know if proceeds is a proper word for it. All proceeds from the matcherino will be given to the players. Zonebreakers keeps absolutely none of it.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna go into our winners finals, pun and done, and Oximi. As expected, we got a Ranger and Vanguard. So you got Vanguard who has a pretty strong mid range, but Ranger has a longer range.
But Tish. I mean, even though we're working with a very long spear, that effectively feels like a knife in a gunfight in the face of Ranger. But we're gonna have to see if Oxgimmy is able to hold the line like they were against HBK Man, or if Punch is gonna be able to step close enough to keep the assault on and smother Oxgimmy out of any free state. Here we go.
All right, Oximi taking the first opportunity to backdash and get some room, and now it's Pun's time to run the obstacle course.
Got clipped with the gun. And you saw Punch was looking for a 2H early, didn't get it, but finds the second dive. And this one hurts. Stepping all the way in and just staying on the front side. Caught something out of Oxgimmy.
All right, big conversion. Excellent roll, gets the punish. And a side switch, yeah.
Everything that you could ask for. Ooh, that's big. Pun's making sure to put Oxgimmy in check. Use the conversion. Pour on some plus frames to get the first round.
And all that really started was after Oximi went into the exhausted and tried for a throw.
Right.
And I think that's kind of a trend with Oximi, is like going into exhausted and then still trying to apply just a little more pressure.
Case in point. Well, that wasn't going all the way in, but yeah. Pointed out in the last round, in the last game rather, last match. Let me get my terminology right. Punch was ready for it this time around. We're gonna have to see if that creeps up time and time again.
Finally flinched, and Vanguard got their pound of flesh.
That was Oxgimmy's time, but again, Vanguard not needing to go anywhere as far as striker to be a threat. Instead, just defensive throw. Punch's time and a power range, but still too close for the guard cancel.
That should be it.
Got caught reaching. Got caught reaching. I'm actually reaching for the controller like I need to hit the button. I'm still not used to that. I have a feeling that's going to be a scenario that pans out for a little bit longer at the least. Like, with throws being on Oxgimmy's mind a decent bit for Oki, and then Pun's willing to play the game as well. Like, it could be a hot topic, but I get the impression as patience wears thin with this set, the throw tech might be turning into DP.
I can definitely see that. Oximi off to a really strong start, goes in for the stagger throw.
Didn't get the full conversion from it, but Oki afterwards is looking pretty good except for the drop conversion. And hey, who would have guessed? Was looking to attack a throw, but Vanguard was nowhere to be found. Up in the skies like Superman.
A lot of, like, Pun's definitely enjoys that dive. mostly probably trying to check stuff like the throw up close, but looking for a ranger slide here and there.
Right. Even after falling for one, Oxgamy doesn't really fall prey to too many more and is able to cleanly take the first round. Yeah, every time I see one of those rolls, I feel like Oxgamy and I, like, we just kind of hold our breath, not really sure if Punch is going to let something rip.
Eating some real big damage for that DP.
Ain't it the truth? Half a grip right there. Here comes Oxgamy, though. Nowhere near as much damage, but has the space to work with. That's the most important thing. And it is not trying to go up in there. Slides, though.
I was looking for something else, and I got caught jumping.
Got the conversion afterwards, so there is one more chance for Punch. Rolls into the guns. Oxgamy quickly answers back 1-1. Here we go into game 3.
Yeah, but not quite the button that they probably wanted to press there.
Right. You see, we ain't trying to play around the one. The only time we going in there is if we slide in.
You haven't seen much of the dive kick check there as much in the last game and in this one. I say that, and there it comes immediately.
I kind of feel like that Oxgamy's, to some degree, dulled that sense from Punch for playing so far at range. And again, like, has only been looking for the slides in. It is really questionable when they're coming, because there have been times where Ox has stepped up and has thrown the guns out.
Fair point.
Kick throw. Kick throw from the jump. With everything that we said, Punch doesn't really have to worry about checking anything if he's in control. And I was going to point out at the big, for the opener for the first round, Oxgamy was opting to fight instead of backdash away. And did the same thing in the second. Well, didn't fight, but didn't backdash immediately. Was able to get the range, though, but got caught lurking a little too close.
Seeing this familiar story again. Multiple ways.
But it was the adjustment. Looking for the DPs, and there's another one. Keeping ourselves safe. Trying to hit the Spinneroonie in there, but that got shut down by the guard cancel in. Again, just bringing that back from the first game was a little too errant with the roll. Yo, the stagger.
Uses that conversion to continue that string and manages to land a hit.
I can't find the exact word for it, but at this point I have to call that the can opener. But even after opening the can, Punch is not able to eat. Oxgamy, again, able to survive, get the second round, trying to see who's getting the third one and this third game.
I'm slowing it down just a little bit. We saw the empty roll, which is spelled a lot of trouble for Punch, but it didn't went so bad there.
I like the idea. It looked kind of crazy, but like it's either gonna have to be something to keep the check. Gonna be careful with the grenade. Either way, Oxgamy still pouring on the pressure, really close to getting a perfect here. Really wants it too. Is literally running at it. Oh!
Just ran out of gas.
And for all the fight and struggle to try to give us our first perfect tonight, got denied by a trade. Punch switch. Is Punch switching? Now, if I'm taking a stab in the dark, is Punch switching to grappling? I'm just taking a wild guess here. Yup.
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
Yup. You already know. I say this, but I do feel like at some point in time when we talked about DNF in the Discord, I feel like Punch did mention that he played grappler. But even then, without that knowledge, you look at the cast, and if you know Punch, you're like, yeah, grappler, Vanguard, yeah. Those are some Punch characters.
Grappler known to snipe at those hit boxes, or hurt boxes with those hit grabs.
Oh man.
Now I wonder how that's gonna play versus Ranger. I'm curious with that.
The first problem is we gotta get over there. They start not the most damaging, but very telling for what could be the tail of this match.
Ooh. Catch Punch being a little cheeky there.
Crucial.
There it is.
Gotta guess there's the throw. Needed to get the space because that could have been the round right there if Punch found one more opening. But finish the job just yet. So Asakemi trying to fight out of the corner. Punch with the guard cancel. Big shoulder to get in there. Went with the strike that time, and then charging in with the armor. Caught Asakemi standing up, trying to press buttons, and the grappler from Punch breaking the momentum and getting around that we haven't seen in a while, going over to the right side.
All right, using that armor again. It makes his way in, gets the big hit.
And he's really trying to condition Asakemi to not move. Because after the string, or through the string, has been looking for the low, believe that's the 2C that fits right there, or 2H. Oh, reset.
I definitely wasn't ready for that one. Ah, just armors through the DP. And I imagine Asakemi is going to remember that one.
Yeah. Some of the power of grappler right there, just able to literally power through the defenses, find the opening, and find everything that somebody needs to get back into the game. With that, Punch taking the fourth game, got us 2 apiece, 1 more to figure out who's going to be sitting fresh in the grand finale. Grappler's looking like a really good shape.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how it would pan out, but it worked really well for Punch.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got scared. you could do that mid-match. I hate it here. Immediately, 2A after the roll. Try to push him out. You see the Asakemi is backing up. Doesn't want to try to get cute with the throws anymore.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of lessons learned from that last game.
Step up. Lucky that was a trade there. As Punch is slowly creeping in, finally gets the claw in. Big armor charge. Going through the DP, missed the conversion, but still in a good spot. For the 2A.
Yeah, I think Asakemi's like specifically reacted to the startup of that, and then probably was thinking in their head like, "Oh, that's the armor."
Oh no! To the juggernaut.
Right, pumping on the string, manages to get a little hit there.
Look, I say looking more than a little hit, then I'll look up at the damage. It's like, all right, yeah, it is little. It's crucial though, especially with a guard break coming with a string afterwards. Should be enough to close the round out. That's what I get for talking. I don't know Ranger combos, but I know that grenades are there in a time of need. Haven't seen that since Sign 1.0. Just saying. Missed that. Really?
It's an odd reset, but it worked out.
You want to talk about odd resets? That was a little more conventional, but I dare say Punch is mad. Gets the first perfect of the night with authority. Final round.
All right, tries to go for a Tiki arm at the start, and Akazemi already got their spacing, manages to punish it, gets the corner, but oh, grenade keeping things in check.
Skirting clean off that side of the street, just backdashing for days, trying to make as much space as possible away from this grapple.
Yeah, Akazemi's not trying to be cute with the pressure anymore, just trying to make this as miserable as possible for grappling.
And this looks terrible. Conversion for the fake. Plunge. Can't get in there just yet. And the flip out of the corner, that's huge. But here comes Puns. Finally makes some contact.
Tried to DP and hit the armor again. There it is again. Yeah, you can just tell that Akazemi is just reacting, just raw to some movement. It's not really taking too much into account the fact that it can be the armor, but you kind of got to challenge to some degree.
All right. Trying to backdash away again. Finds a 2A. So after things were looking really rocky, was able to survive the super, get back to mid-screen, find space, tag the toes, and stay alive. Kind of scary for a second, but Akazemi gonna be sitting in grand finals.
Yeah, Akazemi is showing a lot of talent for adaptation there, because just like in the match they had, they came back from very dire circumstances. They didn't let just get mauled sometimes, like really get in their way.
That was a pretty good set. Puns ain't done just yet. Gonna have to take a spot at the end of the road of alternative success. See who rolls up through the losers bracket, which we have very few matches left in that. I think we have, 2 matches before we get back up to Puns. Or no, 1. I guess one of them's playing off screen, and we're waiting for loser Sammy. Believe that's what's happening.
Yeah, we had I don't even know 3-1 over Saltface, so we'll see them again. And I guess we'll see the winner of HBK Man and Night Slash.
It sounded like a Berserker player. I guess maybe a Ghostblade. I guess Ghostblade makes more sense when I think about it. Night Slash. I like that. iDeck versus the question marks. It's a mystery that we will get the conclusion of shortly. I was going to lead into something else, but what I was thinking about is the fact that I can remind people, since we have a second, that this is still, from roll, Matcherino crowdfunded event. Yeah, I got to do this again just to stretch. ! Matcherino in the chat. We'll bring up the links. Log in with your favorite social media. You got a couple of seconds for this. Do a couple of sponsor questions. You don't really have to do too much. It's just like click fight with Matcherino. And I really mean fight with Matcherino, because they be taking some of them away. But do some sponsor questions. It'll add money to the pot. If you're feeling generous, if you're feeling like homie, if you're feeling oh so gracious, you can donate your own money to the pot. Any and all of the money that is there at the end of the tournament will be paid out to the players. I say any. I know for a fact that there is some in there. Do keep in mind, while we're again trying to keep people informed of all the happenings for Zonebreakers, it is an online and offline organization, alternating with online tournaments, which is why we're here. Also running offline tournaments on a bi-weekly basis. Do I have this up by any chance? Zombie have it for me. You have the other slide. I'm asking because I kind of wish I had this on the side. Because we are here this Friday for ZBO. Next Friday on the 12th, offline in Morrow, Georgia, is going to be Breakout at Team Net. Don't know if they have the games lined up for it just yet. Keep your ears to the social medias. and they'll be sure to get the game list to you. On the 19th, you're going to be back here with me and the Zonebreakers crew, and everybody who wants to pull up for ZBO number 56, going to be back with BB Tag for the main event. On the 20th, now be careful, the 20th is a Saturday, is going to be Zonebreakers Offline Monthly Break Fest. Break Fest is an event that is ran in Fayetteville out of an IHOP banquet room. Yes, an IHOP banquet room. You can literally have breakfast while you beat somebody down. It's kind of cool. And then the week after that, because they have this filled out on their calendar, they will be back in Morrow for Breakout at Team Net. I'm trying to make sure I get everything lined up. I'm sorry. So, again, if you're kind of confused by my rambling, since you don't see it on the page, check out Zonebreakers Twitter at Zonebreakers. They have their schedule in their pin page. They have it on their banner. You get all the information that you need. Looks like we have stretched long enough. We have the semi match trying to get to the end of the road of alternative success. We are going to still have I don't even know IDEC going against the one, the only HBK man. And bruh, I see two strikers. Hold on.
Dive kick versus dive kick.
The 2022 update.
Oh man, I just got that.
Only two moves that's broken.
Oh, man. So we got HBK man in the red and IDEC in the purple.
You hate to see it. I went for a dive kick, but I didn't believe it, so now I'm getting lit up for it. Ready for the double overhead.
Nice backdash from HBK man.
Delayed dive kick. That's a good look. Picked him. Uh-oh.
Ooh, big opportunity for IDEC.
Could be a guess for the game here. Oh, this should be the game. Has all the meter to work with as well. I'll be disappointed if we're not going to the next round.
Like the double-edged sword of striker DP is that since it's good on block, she's incentivized to just kind of do it.
Right.
Like so.
And straight out of a Street Fighter Major, blasting off into the skies to end the first round.
Ooh, big dive kick on a slide from IDEC. Already starting this round off really strong.
A good chunk. Taking the single overhead that time, just working the high lows, but HBK man was ready for it. IDEC trying to shove HBK man back into the corner. Not able to keep him contained though. And you see that like HBK man was making sure to do the string one because that's what Striker does, but really trying to get the space so that if there's any retaliation, it's not going to put him in the corner. Sadly, close enough to the other corner that IDEC is just going to switch sides, but HBK man able to get out and get the party started. Full meter and awakening. Step back, went low this time.
Could be it.
Better be, especially with the super. And I honestly got kind of scared for a second because I'm not going to pretend like I remember where all of them hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Literally blasted out of here. I'm looking over and I see this on me. I've been disconnected from the room. No.
Striker punched all of us.
Jeez.
All right, we'll see. I don't even know if the room is still up.
No,
nah, I see. Yeah, I see. R.O.B is back in the main menu too.
got blasted clean off of Earth 2. Gonna have to take a second to get things situated. Give us a second. Don't go too far. Just like the screen says, we'll be right back. And here we are on Earth 2. You don't know about Earth 2, don't worry about it. You're gonna learn about it today. Net play happened. It'd be like that sometimes, but round count was 1-1. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the standard issue. Each gonna take a round. Coach made a very good observation, which is thankfully this is not a game where you need to worry about resources between rounds. We don't carry them over, so it's gonna be really easy to restart this in round 3 if we can hit our combos. Oh snap, it's another perfect. No, I kind of wonder if it's a thing in this scenario to not show your best combos. Don't make sure not to show people the crazy things you can actually convert from.
Hey.
All right, got all this settled. Here we go. This one's for real. So working with the same colors, HBK man with the red and black. I deck, I don't even know, with the purple.
You know, this could have been looking like the first 2 rounds if one of them got the big hits to start.
Exactly. Would have knew. A little sloppy with the meaty there, although I'm pretty sure that iDeck wasn't really going to bite on it. Was very willing to block that one out. Just a conversion as well a little bit later. Ooh, got the backdash.
Alright, we still going. Just, I was about to say, is that enough to kill? Just short with the exhaustion.
Dive kick. Let's go ahead and run it. It ain't even a special. You can just do it when you feel like. Especially when you get the nice conversion with that in the air. JA 5A for the pickup. HBK man, even after the net play reset, they're able to get the first game.
All right, HBK man, the first one to get the big hit.
Ooh, big shot, found a counter hit, didn't get a big conversion. So iDeck able to get up, get a DP, get some space. Don't know about that one though. A little too much space for HBK man.
Yeah, iDeck got away with murder right there.
They were able to, as we say, getting away with murder. Hey man, maybe we'll see that game soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Jokes aside, iDeck's holding everything together. and with the pickup is able to get the first round in the second game. Good luck.
Ooh, what nice put us on that dive. That was really beautifully spaced at time.
Breakout from HBK, man. Wasn't the biggest conversion, but it's always important to get the side switch, so this one's going to mean a whole lot more. Out of range for the DP, so this is going to be another conversion. Not enough to get rid of IDEC, but importantly left them out of Awakening, so that this should be more than enough in not having to deal with anything. Like you said earlier, that's one of the known strategies throughout the DNF players right now. Don't give them the power spike.
If you can avoid it, it's definitely the better option.
Had a fancy footwork to bait that 1-inch punch route. 1 inchy. Uh-oh.
Was that a roll that that IDEC did?
Yeah. Trying to roll into the corner, got snatched forward, but I guess we say no harm, no foul, question mark?
It's harm, and there was foul, but we still made it.
True, true. Made it to even ground, 1 apiece. Time to see who starts getting ahead here. The spacing on that. Run up to 2B. I always have to think really hard about the sweeps.
Dive kick over the dive kick. Yeah, I guess we are playing dive kick now.
You got it's spacing and timing. That's all it is. Only 2 moves.
HBK, man, got that control with the 2 big buttons.
Really and truly, like, after both of them have been able to, like, punish each other for whiffing and spacing, you see that they were slowing down. They didn't want to be the first one to overstep their bounds.
You definitely see that, especially from IDEC. I say that. We got the big hit at the start.
Yeah, that time they just played a game of chicken. Uh-oh. That's what the roll was for. Remove the hit. Remove the hit box. Remove the hurt box, so there's nothing for you to make contact with. And that's a perfect.
He is safe on block, but I can't make it touch people. Duality.
Oof. Big charge in there, but unfortunate drop. HBK man will gladly take it, charging in on his own. The window to the wall. Didn't have any more MP to work with.
Ooh, dive kicks out of the corner, but HBK man still finds the follow-up hit.
Couple of palms. Long range just to keep the movement in check. Nobody moving just yet. And gets a punish? Okay.
That slide, punish the slide.
I'm only surprised because I felt like there was a pause before that punish. It's like, is that minus? Sure. Whatever you say. 2-1 is HBK.
Alright, finds the hit with the second dive kick. Nice conversion into the corner. Gonna continue to bully.
That's exactly what this is. Systematic bullying.
Yep, got the DP out of IDEC, but it's still not enough to shift the momentum in their favor. Maybe this one will be.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Big conversion, still has a lot of meter to work with. Empty throw. Needs one more. And we're trying for some safe pressure, but good roll from HBK, man, to get out of dodge for now. That was scary.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, and again, with the slow play that they've been doing in neutral, that's the green light for somebody to step for a throw. IDEC's not going to let it happen again, though.
At the wall waiting for him that time.
Beat the punch. No, they're just out there playing battle checkers. That's all this is.
Pretty much. IDEC initially won the war of the dive kicks, but it was HBK man who took the pound of flesh from their counter hit.
Dive kick last seen being successful on HBK man side. Walks away from the DP. And there we go. HBK man on match point. What a start. Big charge, immediately putting IDEC over into the corner.
Yeah, IDEC just swings back out. It doesn't work out, but it was definitely a bold move, and it paid off initially.
Yeah. The DP had completely, don't blame IDEC for that at all. Not trying to go out into the Silent Night just yet. Finds a solid hit. Is this going to be enough? I feel like that's an honest question.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get punched back to the main menu.
Stop. I'm kind of scared.
No, we made it. All right. IDEC manages to tie it all up.
Went to the last game one more time. Let's see who's going to go talk to Punz in a second. Both of their feet planted firmly on the ground to start things off. There we go. Let the dive kicks out.
There we go. IDEC hitting the dive kick. Here we go.
Rock looking pretty good out there.
Guard cancel to keep safe, yeah.
And then running in behind the conversion just to make sure that HBK man is glued to the floor. Not enough to close this out and was looking for the throw. So HBK man with a good DP is extending his life.
It may not look like it, but technically they got the same health.
Yeah. Oh. Looking okay until somebody aired out the Tatsu, took a couple of hitboxes out of there that HBK man needed, and now IDEC match point. That was unfortunate. HBK man's looking the wrong way, pulled IDEC out of the corner, but gets the whiff punish. Call it a bait.
Yeah, at least it made contact, which is the general goal for striker players.
I didn't want to hear something. Okay, space again with the guard cancel. Dive. Uh-oh. Oh, but a drop. So IDEC's going to be able to survive. I don't know what the conversion into the second Tatsu was about.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like panic or what. Uh-oh, we got kicked back out again.
Are you serious?
That's funny.
Elmby, where are we at? Are we muted? Are we still on stream? Honest question. Breaking the fourth wall.
You are still on stream, sir.
We're still on stream? All right. I'd like to point something out. Correct me if I'm wrong. This stream has not gone down yet, right?
Stream has not gone down. There's something kicking me off of the network.
We're gonna say it's the network itself. We're gonna say it's trash.
Dougie, would you mind creating the room this time, just in case?
As soon as I stop entering your room, I guess I will try this. I guess I will learn how to make a room in this. All right, how the hell do I leave this? Hold on, that's the chat. Leave room. All right. Create room. Room ID. Use that one. Create. Do I need to change anything? Yeah, no, I'm just saying I'm looking through all the options because I've literally never looked through these. Look, man, you're asking me to pull my weight here. I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit before I just go ahead and create it. All right, what's up?
Same ID.
Yeah. And before I messed up. All right, I didn't mess up. Cool. One, two, three, four. Looking for a fifth person. For an HBK man, so we can finish this out. What was the round count? Was that the first round?
That was the tie. They tied it up.
So we're in the last round.
Yeah.
Okay. So is everybody ready? We're good.
Ready here.
Tell them to run it. What a way to reach the exciting conclusion.
Yeah, hopefully grand finals goes a bit smoothly.
Yeah.
And I guess losers finals as well.
You know, if this was a main event game, oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so we know for a fact that it's not Umbi.
At least it didn't kick us out of the room.
Right.
So I guess we're all still in here, but I guess
IDEX not in here.
yeah, I guess I did got disconnected. That's my bad.
Oh, was that a manual disconnect? Hold on. What happened? Yep, that's exactly what I'm asking. I want to know the deets.
Sometimes I just randomly DC. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot about this game.
Yeah, it's I mean, I could say my 10 cents about it, but at the end of the day, it's not finished. You can definitely tell this is a fighting game released in 2022, a mainstream fighting game released in 2022, because it's not finished.
Yeah, this is so unfortunate. But hopefully we can get to the rest of this with none of these problems. But that's a tall order.
You're gonna set the bar low. All right, we're asking for the least amount of resistance possible, and if we get nothing, we'll be surprised. Okay.
That's about all we can do here.
So again, this is just to get the scores even again. Do not be alarmed. There has been no plugs being pulled, no sticks have been disconnected. All part of the script. And while we're talking about scripts, I guess I'm gonna take a second to remind people to stay hydrated. If Lupe is around, you'll be happy to know that I've gone through at least half of this bottle of water so far.
Out there looking down, smiling.
All right, here we go. Last game, last round. Who's going to see what's happening with puns? Here we go. That stutter scared me.
Not only got the dive kick, but got the side change. Things looking real good for Idek.
Backdashed away from the DP as well, so there's no way for HBK Man to save themselves. One more guess. DPs again.
That was a really good trade for Idek, and then follows it up with a throw.
Man, I would like to point out that we went through all that drama. We went through all of that trouble having to switch rooms, disconnected twice, and we just flipped the coin 3 times. I guess it's technically twice, but still. All my training. And then disconnected again. Is that what happened? Is that what I'm seeing? All right. Is anybody missing? Literally gonna have... I just get scared every time, you know?
Yeah.
this is turned from a try to keep this clean and honest and quote unquote professional to bro, does this game just work?
Yeah, I definitely question any notification boxes that pop up.
You know what this reminds me of? I feel like I closed my eyes and I woke up back in the Melty Zebo.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure I just sent a shiver down somebody's spine by saying that. But it's ain't looking good. Guess the book ended though. It is looking good for Idek. 3-2 over HBK Man. Having a fight, the triple threat match of HBK Man and the net code. But they're gonna have to square off against puns.
Yep, and these two already played early in the tournament where puns won 3-1.
Only half of one? What you mean only half one? That's a lot of water. It's a big bottle. Oh, we actually got the games up for breakout. Y'all are actually running multiverse. Oh man. All right, so I have to ask the question. I don't know if you know the answer to this, Umpy. Singles or doubles?
I was about to ask the same thing.
I do not have the answer to that question. You'll have to ask the big boss.
Yeah, it's like hands up, hands off. That's all on Sonida. I don't have a clue about that. Everybody's
Like,
saying doubles.
Okay. So
On
yeah, find yourself.
PC.
Oh well, I hope they got the laptop and all the peripherals that come with it for 4 people. I hope it works for Windows.
And Arturo really reaching to everybody right now, huh?
There's definitely a lot of variables that we're working with, but we'll hope that it works out.
Hello, what are you doing here? We're in the middle of a tournament. Oh, he ain't even doing anything. He's just coming in here, like
the crew says
interrupting my
doubles.
Discord, pinging my ears.
No, it ain't like that. I'll just come in to give the message to the people.
Isn't that what we're here for?
Yeah, but I got all the details. But yeah, no, we are going to be running multiverses on PC 2v2s. TeamNet is gracious enough to let us use some of their PC setups in order to be able to run the tournament. So we will be able to be running it on PC for 2v2s. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Does the game have a LAN mode? I mean, I'm being distracting.
Yes, it does have an offline mode.
Okay.
So it's not going to be a LAN mode, but it has an offline mode that has all the characters and all the perks automatically unlocked.
I see. Well, I appreciate that info, sir. And for anyone who wants to come out to TeamNet and wants to do some multiverses, find yourself a teammate and You can do your thing, but in the meantime, we gonna have our losers finals. Pun and Done versus IDEC.
Oh no! Please don't do this to me. I see this avatar. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Look, if I'm looking at what's actually going to happen, my excuse is that if you look at anybody's tier list, they all have this, I don't know, I didn't play story, but thank God.
Their character. You know, we ain't played him. We don't know what he does.
Oh man, it's all right though. Tapping my chest, it's only a grappler again. Here we go. Losers finals, Pun and Done with the grappler. IDEC back again with the striker. Both of them playing from long range to start things off, just testing the waters, as people say. Nice whip punish. Taking a page out of the KOF playbook right there.
Indeed. Just backs off. Yeah, doesn't want any doesn't run any armor, any other nonsense.
Kind of stick and move. 5B running up to take the throw. Looking for a DP or any kind of retaliation. Nothing doing just yet. Waited for the shoulder charge and the chop as well. Blocked the cross up. Solid defense so far until I started talking. Ooh, really?
See that coming. That was a really good armor at the right moment.
Complete disrespect for defensive countermeasures. Awful. You know, I kind of wonder what IDEC's conversion was about. Like, I kind of feel like there was supposed to be a 2C there, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was witty, though. DP, Tatsu, conversion into an overhead. Kind of people. That's the kind of thing that makes people return games. But even then, Pun looking for one more DP to see if IDEC wants to hang themselves to close this game out. Not complying just yet.
Pun just wiping the space, just daring, daring IDEC to step in just a little too close.
First one going to Punch. A little more of a forceful approach, trying to see if IDEC wants to run into anything, but not really willing to hang themselves at the beginning of the round. Just retreating.
Yep, got out of the corner.
Ooh.
Getting whiff punished for that armor charge.
Low, but Punch is ready for it. And I like that. Has a healthy lead. Doesn't want to bite off more than they can chew.
Axe kick just goes immaculately under that axe kick, giving IDEC a pretty big combo.
In the corner now. This is a chance for Punch, but committing to the tackle. Guard cancel forward. Guard cancel of his own. Both of them still a lot of meter to work with.
Uh-oh.
Oh. If this isn't the round, which it's not going to be because Punch isn't an awakening, this is going to be the guess. Looking for the DP. Can't find anything. So trying to run with the lead, but can't run too far.
Alright, guard cancels this a stop. Oh, the armor. That was a really good change up there. I don't know if that was like fully intentional, but regardless, it worked out perfectly.
Ooh. With the heel. Block on the cross up. I say good block on the cross up in the game with a guard, but good use of the guard, but I'm gonna assume that.
Weathering the storm.
Down to half there, but able to get out pretty cleanly. and get away from another DP. So this should be the end. But a miss.
Hopefully that drop combo does not come back to haunt Puns, and it does not. Tied up in rounds. Both of these. He's playing some conservative until Idek finds the opportunity to explode.
Steps up and takes an instant overhead to start things off. Too much block stun though. One's able to walk away. Looking for the strike. Blows through the DP. One more guess. Ooh, but able to jump away from and get a dive kick is Idek. Side switch as well, so change of fortune.
This could be it.
Especially with the super afterwards.
Yeah, so that was Pun's reset, and that reset turned into getting counter hit comboed into death.
Well, DNF Duel. The game of death.
Yep. But not only did you not get the mix up, you died.
It was just like such a quiet start to it, but when you put it, like when you explain everything, it's like, yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
Being a little more active, catches a hit, but doesn't like it's in a position for a little conversion, and that is not the case for Idek.
Taking a roll up off of the floor, but walking a little too far, just a regular throw. This one, a little more familiar for grapplers. Getting the side switch afterwards, still willing to run the resets with a trade. The old shoulder tackle. That's the real Iron Mountain right there.
That's for sure. Ooh, that was a immaculately timed axe kick.
Reach, I teach, not the start that you want to have. But with the waited a little too long, so there's DP's second one coming out of Idek in a quick succession.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad idea by Puns, but Idek was ready with the conversion to turn it into an opportunity.
Use the conversion to try to keep things safe. Having a DP again. So 3-for-3 in DPs this round. Ooh! Was able to get in there just in time. Have anything more? Punch just wakes up and holds up back, gets away from the throw.
Almost got murdered for that throw, but getting murdered for that DP. It's crazy how many striker deaths we had just because they just really entrust themselves to that on block DP being safe, and then it just whiffs.
To be fair, and I mean this isn't like a complete excuse for the results, but the first 3 hit, so you know, why not?
The logic is definitely there. It's just funny, we've seen both sides of it pretty vividly.
Here comes Idek, waiting for the roll, but didn't believe that it was coming because it was a little bit later than expected. Still able to shove Punch back in the corner. Double overhead, but wasn't ready to convert from it. Just using it for pressure, so Punch is able to make some more space. Still has a lot of room to make up. Can't really get anything started. Step up in a throw from Idek. And that was the DP that we needed.
Leaping from a half screen, but there it is. Catches the slide. Conversion. Gonna have a strike in the corner. Okay.
Could have been so much more, but still, he was in a decent position until he dove on the grenade of a DP. So this is Idek's chance. Oh.
Oh, got kind of hitting that 2A.
Release the hounds. Was a dive kick again? Oh, JB in a throw. Ooh, and caught the conversion too.
Ooh, that drop might come back to bite funds. I mean Idex.
It was really looking scary for the drop and then dive kicking the wrong way. But somehow able to keep the bull in check. Yeah, he was running wild for a second.
So we all tied up. Winner this game goes on to fight. Akshimi in the grand finals.
I do have to check that. I saw we got pronunciation checked.
Yeah, I saw. I'll go double check it again. But speaking of getting checked,
Check to see if there's any real pressure there, but nothing doing just yet. Guard cancel as well to put us back in the neutral, and Punch has been really looking for rolls lately. Found himself in a bit of trouble and in the corner as well for this one. Try to roll to get out, not just yet, just literally holding down back for dear life as Idex is making sure the dive kick is still a useful move, which it is.
yep, third one was the charm.
And the fourth and the fifth, 17th. It was pretty good. Enough to put Idex onto match point. You really believed in that, was just trying to let the winning punch rip from there. Just, not even a confirm. Ooh.
A nice reset.
Needs one more. And there it is.
Good DP right there.
Punch is already off to the races here. And his match point gets a trade. Idex is not relenting, coming back from the pressure. Empty throw, making sure that there's no response. Guard cancel, that's a big one for Punch.
Comes over the dive kick.
We up out of there and put snatch.
That one moment where you think you're safe and then you remember there's like next character can grab you.
Feel like that sometimes. Can't get away from his mitts. It's too good. Ice Cream Man giving out all the scoops, however you want to put it. With the grappler, Punch is able to take losers finals 3-2, make it off the road of alternative success, and gets a second shot against. Now I have to check this. I wish I had this on the tip of my tongue. I wish they wouldn't have told us.
Shimmy.
Akshimi?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Akshimi.
Akshimi.
Oxgemi. Excuse me. Oxgemi. There we go. I apologize to you, Oxgemi.
Akshimi.
Yeah. We appreciate you dropping that pronunciation in there for us.
I'm kind of scared because the time ran out. I was like, are you waiting for me? Like, I don't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, I think Idex didn't press any option.
Gotta get off the 6 though. Hold on. Can't just be hogging the cab like this. That's not how this works.
Go ahead and get up. We imitate offline right here. If we get one more.
Somebody
Yes,
about to get drop kicked off the stool for that. Hold on.
No, it's that player don't want to get off the rotation.
The ever so dangerous game of Super One More, bros. Happens to everyone, man.
Funny enough, I went to, I think it was Combo Breaker, and then I was playing somebody, and they were like, you know the typical rule when you go up and walk to somebody and they're playing already, you start the rotation, and then they usually start it from like right there, after you ask. they start the game count. But this person was from Seattle. It's like, nah, we're on the West Coast. If we see you playing a game, we'll assume that first one already counts. I was like, it's a bit of a culture shift for me.
Like, what America are y'all from? Y'all ain't from my America. Get out of here.
I was like, I've never heard that from anybody.
Sounds like a scam artist over there.
was
You know,
weak.
if the shoe was on the other foot, the count would have started for like 3 games. It's probably a Seattle standard as well.
Could be. All right, looks like we got both our players on the Cavs. And wait, oh wow, I'm not even in spectating. I might have to. Oh no.
Hey, you
Oh, there
should
it
be
goes.
good.
Okay. I saw everybody else spectating. I saw the swords cross, but there we go. I guess it was just delayed in jumping us into the game. All right.
Go ahead, you got it, man.
Oh, I was going to give the generic. We got a Ranger versus Vanguard, which we saw earlier.
You got to do the whole thing. Got the grand final. Zonebreakers Online number 55 DNF Duel for the main event. Oxgimmy with the Rangers sitting really good from the winner side. Only needs 3 games against somebody that they have failed before, which is Pun and Done with the Vanguard. Needs 6 to be the champion. Here we go.
Be the first one.
Oxgimmy's not taking the full conversion from the hit, but again, having some flashbacks from earlier, trying to stay safe, but staying a little too close up on. Ooh, baited.
That was a big hit for Puns.
Sold it really well, too. Came a little bit down from the second jump before committing to the dive, but here comes Oxgimmy.
All right, drops that grenade for that follow-up pressure. Ooh,
Where you going?
was hunting for that roll.
Stay and hang out for a while. Lit the guns up, blew Puns up. Oxgimmy with the first.
I guess Puns saw that guard gauge blinking and they flinched.
Ooh, a little slow on that one though, is fun. And I guess the real impressive thing is the fact that even with the first set and what we're seeing now, Oxgimmy is still very willing to tech the rows there.
Alright, Puns already doing his thing. Much needed guard cancel there.
Has the meter again if Oxgimmy needs it, but finds a conversion. A little bit of an awkward one, so the grenade's going to be really far out, but still able to make contact with Punch. Punch rolling in, looking for any kind of flinch. Oxgimmy holding on to the guard this time. Not trying to give up too much till the counter hit happened.
Nice DP on the dive.
Really solid. Attack! And another dive from Punch. Should close out the round, especially with the super afterwards. One up as we go into the third round. Caught the back dash to start things off.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Oxgimmy still got the momentum, gets the grab. Gonna see if they can take that white life off of Puns.
Puns is willing to do it on his own accord using a conversion.
Catches the dive again. It's like they gotten into the rhythm of reacting to that.
Right? But we're gonna have to see consistency for it to really pay off. Bit of a bobble. Punch is able to find a hit. Found a really solid hit. Gonna carry Oxgimmy over to the corner.
Delayed the timing is smart adaptation from Puns.
It's really playing with the reactions over there. He's gonna look for it again. I like the idea from Oxgimmy. Knew that another dive was coming, made an adjustment or attempted to make an adjustment. Things just didn't line up. But the important thing that we see from that is the awareness of what's happening and the willingness to try to make something new come to fruition. Thinking of something new, just blocking him in the beginning, knowing that Punch is hunting for the backdash.
That's during one of Oxgimmy's favorite there.
To get me out of here, string.
Yeah.
Kind of good.
Ooh, got caught trying to get out of there.
Literally leashed next to Vanguard as Punch gets a cross up for the Oki. Going through the multiple strings of Vanguard. Here comes Oxgimmy. Playing from range. I wasn't looking for the roll right there and flinched. Throw takes her back, but not at a good time.
The lead response got Oxgimmy killed. Trying to fire, but can't get too comfortable in that rhythm because Punz is on the hunt and is really aggressive at that mid range.
And we've seen that Punch has been pretty successful. I won't say completely successful, but more successful with navigating around the bullets. Like, the first volley was able to get through unscathed. The second one blocked stuff, and then that one right there, again, was not, Oxgimmy was not able to find any contact. So Punch is moving pretty well at mid-range. That time got tagged, but slightly different scenario.
Alright, gonna get pushed into the grenade just to keep the string going. Drop the guns.
And Punch kind of had to do something at that point. Guard gauge was looking pretty low, and Oxgimmy still had some meter to work with. So, really sticky situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a do or die situation because, you know, that guard gauge is blinking. And even if you got all that meter, you know, since Ranger is so far away, you can't guard cancel. So you just have to just flinch and be ready to move somewhere.
That's a good move, though, stepping under the volley. Gets rewarded for half life for it.
He's living on that mid-range pressure. It gets the big counter hit.
Fun with these resets.
Yeah, the A reset and the grab was perfect. The turns are perfect.
Fun with these resets. Shaking my head. 2 games, though. 2 straight games. Very dominant for Punz. Only needs 1 more for a reset. Only needs 1 for a sweep.
Yeah. And like you said, a lot of the big changes is that Punz is really actively moving around the guns. We're seeing more jumps, more aggressive mid-range, and just not letting Oxgimmy get comfortable.
Both of them hammering away at 2 ways. Punch meaning a little bit more. Try to get down in time to block the DP. No good. Crucial roll. Found the counter hit as well. Here comes the Punch. Converts it just for safety, but can't stay safe for long.
Yep. Oxgimmy is in dire straits here. Definitely needed that guard cancel. Definitely needed that slide. And things are looking much better for them.
I think the thing that was really important about the guard cancel is just, I would dare say it's another adaptation. We're just seeing it again in the same scenario, like waiting for the dive and just willing to accept that there's no need to tech, no need to try to challenge it with a DP. Just let it come down, DP it out. Didn't work out, but it's presenting another option that Punch is going to have to consider as he tries to open Oxgimmy up.
Gets hit by that string once again. That's just that grenade there. Yep, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
For all the times I said it, Pun's literally out here typing off grenades. Oxgimmy just needs one more solid hit. Could get it from a guard cancel, especially out of range, but Punch finds the space to roll out.
Yeah, Puns has been going to that roll in that situation pretty much every time that situation comes up. And speaking of guard breaks,
that's literally the awakening buff that Vanguard gets. Guard damage increase. But it was not enough to get Punch out of the round just yet. Getting shot up, and there's a lot of meter for Oxgimmy to work with. Pushes Punch full screen. And literally just gets to make him dance. Punch looking for the roll, but the roll not the answer this time around.
Yep, finally changing those timings up and sniping those rolls out. It's a guard cancel.
And it's not just enough for Oxgimmy to hit the guard cancel. Needs to find a couple of tags as well to burn the time from the exhaustion. So that was pretty good. Has to worry about the white life that's mounting so far. Guard cancel again.
Yeah, we see the same kind of situation where at the guard cancel, like you said, Oxgimmy just tends to go into the passive zoning, and then Punch usually gets hit trying to jump in.
Here's another one. This time, little down in the HP, so have some more meter to work with. Couldn't get away from the long strike of Punch. Up in the corner. The staggers, looking for the guard cancels as well, especially from long range. That's so huge, because not only is there damage, it's taking the meter away as well, gets the guard break, doesn't get the full conversion though, and it's been so long since we've seen the DP, but it still hasn't left Punch's mind. Diving down into a reset.
Good 3-0, it's a good way to start the grand finals. Oh, we gonna see a character change?
You might honestly be resetting the score. Although, technically speaking, couldn't he switch characters if he wanted to?
Yeah. It's a new set.
It's like, I feel like that's one of the things that you just never think about because nobody ever does it. But yeah, I think if you really wanted to. And there we go.
Yeah, it's a very rare rule. Or I guess a very rare time that you see, like you said, somebody would just go, you know, I just won 3-0, let me change my character.
I'm looking over in the Discord and I see that Punch said, all right, it's time to learn this matchup.
But that's what these tournaments are mainly for. You know, you get together, you build a community with people who like to play the game, and you play against each other in a tournament setting to try to, you know, grind your awareness, your matchups, and just grow your overall skill.
Now we're going to have to see if Oxgimmy is going to be able to adjust to a different set of tools being placed in front of him this time. The devastating grappler, the devastating only if he can get into range.
All right, I tried to find a hit with the flip there, but nothing doing. Yep, and that's going to be the big benefit for grappler. In situations like that, if you can land the grab or the hit grab, you'll be protected from the grenade.
Right? But it looks like grenade is not Punch's problem right now. It's the guns. And the guns are indeed out. Clipping the ankles. He tries to jump over. Oxgimmy getting the first one in the reset. Now we out of it. You've seen enough of it, even if it's been a while.
Ooh, nice cross up. Get out of the grenade's range. Get the hit. See what we got next.
The charge vacuum, like, you don't have to know frames to know. Yeah, that's probably plus. That's the don't move button. Ooh, got the toes again, but couldn't find a full conversion in that. Punz, on the other hand, though, will gladly take his and a reset.
like Punch that's just a little bit flustered when they were getting hit. There we go.
Ooh! Wasn't ready after the fact. Gets a throw. Jeez. I mean, yeah, it's grappling better. Better take a grip like that. 1-1. Trying to see who's getting his first game.
Ooh, nice punish. The follow through unfortunately was lacking.
I dare say Punz was looking for a reset. I'm not trying to say face form, but let's be real, has been really heavy in the reset, so could have been trying to play 4D chess and expecting a jump out at that point, but didn't pan out.
That is at least fair.
Meanwhile, Oxgemy able to find the flip shots again. Ooh!
Got lit up pretty hard for that.
And I find it kind of amusing that we haven't seen more of that out of Oxgemy, especially from looking at Punch and seeing Punch do that with Vanguard. It's something that Ranger can replicate and often looks to replicate, especially with the cover of the grenade.
Makes sense. You got one on the board on the reset for Oxgemy.
I will not be surprised if Punch runs grappler the entire time. So I feel like the question right now is if Oxgemy's got 2 more against this character. Doesn't want anything to do with that, making sure to stay like 3 or 4 character lengths away. More importantly, staying out of the big chopper.
Yep, catches the empty roll and the neutral jump. Yeah, the neutral jump tactic that Punz is just very keen to go for. Is not really good in that area because Ranger doesn't necessarily have to commit to going under there.
Right.
Uh-oh. Big opportunity here.
What's the DP rip just to get some space? Step up in a throw, and that's enough. Yeah, like you said, the neutral jump, completely different threat or lack of threat from Grappler. Because the thing that Vanguard had was the mid-screen presence. The mid-screen presence that would coax Oxgemy to come in at times and try to establish some kind of game. Because Grappler doesn't have that. You've seen that Oxgemy is very, very content to play mid to long range and force Punch in time and time again. Case in point. Punch is pretty good at getting in sometimes, though.
No, I thought empty jump was coming. Empty jump throw was coming, but I was looking for the DP, which Oxgemy takes advantage of and gets the throw of their own.
Doesn't get the conversion, but gets an axe kick, though. Wipe the floor with it.
All right, got a block on it. Maybe we got the block button on deck that time.
Revolve.
All right, uses the armor conversion, but goes a little too deep. Gets DP.
You know, I do have to point out that we haven't seen Punch really blow Oxgemy up with the armor this game or this set so far.
Like whenever it hits, like we saw at that time, but generally whenever it was hitting in this set, it was like, you know, Oxgemy was trying to jump away.
Right. That time around was another common occurrence where the timing is shoulder charge versus DP. One that Punch will take time and time again because Grappler, as we've seen, has been very capable of blowing through the firepower of Ranger in that scenario.
Alright, back dash, get some spacing. But Punch is already pretty close in, and then, yeah, we see this string again. And I feel like Oxgemy doesn't really have variations of that string unless, you know, it's a corner situation.
We need it though. It ain't broke, don't fix.
That is true.
Stepping up and making sure that Punch doesn't get a lot of real estate to work with. Out of
Try-
range.
Just always a step away because Skimmy's constantly moving, so it's not really giving Pun, I guess, a stationary target to aim at, and so
Right.
you just seen the constant whiffs on the flips, the armor dashes and stuff.
Would you imagine that life's pretty hard when you don't have a spear to reach halfway across the stage? You would have guessed. Ooh.
Right. Hey, if you jump in hits, you don't need any of it.
True. If you catch a move as well. Steps up and gets a snatch, but a little too early.
Yeah, mistiming is pretty bad. Tries to jump in, but gets caught by the tail end of the guns.
Grappler just runs under that, huh?
That airborne hit gets a lot for Oxgimmy.
I believe there's still left Pun's Out of Awakening. There it is.
Alright, using that conversion to get a little distance from the armor rush. Ooh, and this
That's
is
huge.
yeah, this is a big opportunity, but rolls into the guts.
Kind of felt like Punch was out of plays at that point. Again, it's really hard to close the distance. Doesn't have any kind of presence from that range, so having to make a guess. The roll was no good. A lot of times was looking for shoulder attack, the armor in, especially with the backing of a conversion, but Oxgimmy is nowhere to be found. Is always late in presence to mid-range battles, which has been very good. That's exactly what Ranger needs to be doing. Now threatening to take the entire tournament, starting off with the big 5S.
Yeah, Oxgimmy just went big at the ground start, and it's paying off pretty well. Got a little damage. We're forcing Grappler to try to make their way in.
So, side swap is huge. Oxgimmy gonna played a little too close to fire, got burned with a throw. And this is everything that was just handed to Punch on a silver platter.
Bird reset. Nope, the armor.
Woo!
Right. A crucial DP hitting that very important moment, and it ends up turning the game around completely for Oxgimmy.
Now, we made this jab before, but Oxgimmy quite literally just got away with murder right there. Had complete control of the set, but wanted to take one and only one attempt at Punch, and dang near lost their life.
Yep, the dangerous situation, but Oxgimmy is on a tournament point.
See, we ain't going for throws no more, I'll tell you that much. All right, uh-huh.
I feel like that's been happening all day.
Yes. Totally agree. And Punch is running with it. Gets a reset. Only needs one more. But the DP, the bailout plan.
Alright, gets to that spacing. It's nice. Like, I'm gonna make you work for the rest of this. And yeah, I think Punch has to know that armor rush is not gonna help from that far away. But like, he probably feels like he doesn't really have a lot to do there, and which is understandable.
Well, that looks like it's a problem that Punch is going to have to solve at some other time. Didn't have the answers here tonight. Zonebreakers Online number 55, which leaves Oxgimmy, the first DNF Duel full bracket champion.
Yep. Second place, Puns, and third place, I don't even know, aka iDeck. So I appreciate all of y'all for signing up, participating in this first tournament, and hopefully y'all keep coming out, keep entering, and keep growing the community for ZBO DNF Duel.
Yeah, it's going to be quite some time before we see the bracket again. It's gonna be at least 4 weeks again because working on a bi-weekly schedule. Next ZBO is gonna be BB tag, but there's going to be an exhibition in the beginning. So if you want to put your name in the hat, hang around, talk to the ZBO TOs, make sure to let them know that you want to try to step up and show your stuff before the next main event. There are any more things that we want to talk about before we start wrapping this up? This is an UMB question.
Oh, well, I mean, we can
can
go
just
over
throw
the
slides at the least,
the
that'll
basics next. So you just finished watching Zonebreakers online.
All right, well, I guess I'm doing a little more housekeeping real quick before we leave. Where is?
I was muted for you guys. You didn't hear me starting up.
Oh my gosh!
Whoops.
Got us.
All right, so some housekeeping. All right, just finished watching Zonebreakers Online DNF Duel Edition. We do weekly tournaments, bi-weekly offline, bi-weekly offline. Does it say online, offline? Either way, you see it on your screen. Online, offline, we alternate between the two. Next week, we have our offline tournament at TeamNet in Morrow, Georgia, called Breakout. We got a lineup of 4 games for you. In order of appearance, DNF Duel, Tekken 7, Multiverses 2v2, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll specify its singles there. So if you're in the area, feel free to come, swing by. Got your $10 entry fee, $5 entry fee per game, cash prizes for top placers. Otherwise, feel free to join us for the next online version, Zonebreakers Online number 56. It'll come in 2 weeks. And we're going to switch things up. This is something that we're also alternating. Today we had a BB Tag first to 10 exhibition followed by a DNF Duel bracket. We're going to change that over to DNF Duel exhibition with a BB Tag bracket. And that's how we'll alternate every 2 weeks for the online version. That good enough for you?
Good enough.
Excellent.
So, guess that leaves us for the last bit before we get out of here. Is again, thanks to the people for coming to chill with us, whether it's tonight or in the VODs. I always need y'all to give us a reason to have this happening. Thanks for Zonebreakers for having Coach and I out here so we can run our mouths and have a good time. Thanks to the players for giving us good games to talk about. That's the stuff I got. How about you, Coach?
I'll just say ditto. Appreciate y'all for coming out, and hope to see you for the next run.
Till then, peace.
Peace.